Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers. On the offensive side of the ball, I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Forced out to his left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Cincinnati.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Incomplete.
But instead, 3rd down.
3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Bengals.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 25 yards that time.
45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. Saw him trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 3. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
3rd and 14.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
7.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, dude. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking deep downfield. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard
So
line.
they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Ooh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 67 yards on the ground.
Bengals.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
33 yards.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Second and 13. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here's a run with Mixon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens 24.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
3rd down and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
For the lead, here's third and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great. With the offense, they can't be despondent.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Number 81.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they... The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.